The peony leaf blotch, sometimes called measles, is a lot of people that will sometimes refer to it as measles. It is a fungal disease, and it does affect the stems and the leaves. But it usually, in all cases, most cases, will not kill the plant, will not destroy the tuber. So when you see your foliage looking really, really bad, it's dying back, the fungus is actually killing the tissue in the stem and the leaves. The best thing to do is to cut that foliage off and dispose of the leaves and the stems that have that fungus on them. Don't compost it. Make sure you destroy it. Put it in a garbage and take it off your place if you can. Have the trash pick it up. But it is measles. It's leaf blotch. But don't give up on the plant. Wait until next spring. You'll see these symptoms mostly in June start occurring at the end of June. And it's found in the newer cultivars and the old varieties. You'll see this most often. So it will kill back the plant drastically, and it'll die back. And but the best thing to do is just to cut off that old foliage and dispose of it. And they should come back next spring. They'll be fine. This video is on leaf blotch, or sometimes called measles, in peony plants. A lot of times it is a fungal disease. A lot of times it starts early in the early stages of spring when the plant is very, very young and very susceptible of contracting a disease, and that's kind of where it starts. Also, it's usually found in older cultivars, the older varieties, for some reason. And a lot of the reasons, if it gets very, very severe, is the weather. The weather is a big factor in peony blotch, leaf blotch. Leaf blotch also will not kill the bare root, although it does. It will kill back the leaves and the stems almost to the ground. The best thing to do is to remove the infected foliage, and a way to help. The ground gets very moist with a lot of rain, and that's why I'm saying the weather is a big factor. Here in southern Oklahoma this year, we have had an abundance of rain starting in May. It rained 3/4 of the month of May, June, and now halfway through July, we have also had many rains. So with the ground being wet and moist, and then the temperatures reaching up into the high 90s, just set up a perfect storm for leaf blotch. And again, some people call it measles. So it will not kill the bare root, but it will die back the foliage. It kills the tissue in the leaves, and then also in the stem. So, and also the best thing to do if you can is keep good airflow. That's another reason, especially in a rainy season, in a summer, with not a lot of wind and stuff, to help keep the ground and the airflow moving through these plants, really sets up for a bad year, a bad season for leaf blotch. So I've got a lot of grass here that has gotten a little bit tall. Even though I have landscape fabric laid, it still will find ways to wreak havoc on your plants. So see, the grass is entwined in here, and the grass here is still wet from the rains last night. And also, and you can see how wet and moist the ground is here. So, and that just harbors disease. So some years we've had it very dry, and where you've had to give your peony plants water, and water them on the ground, not above. But so it's really been a lot of factors this year here in Oklahoma for this, but it will not kill the plant. You should go ahead and cut the foliage. Like this one here, the foliage is completely dead. I will come in here and I will cut this infected part off and dispose of it in the trash. Don't put it on a compost pile. It will just grow and really cause problems. But anyway, if you're suffering from that in some of the southern states, the more humid states, don't fret completely. The plant is not dead, but the foliage and the stems are. So you can go ahead and cut the old foliage back. Sooner the better to get the infected fungus off of there and get it disposed of. But you can really see a lot of mine have it, and it's just caused by the weather. Okay, I hope that helps everyone.